This is a really short update, a couple of minute video I'm going to make. And what we're looking at is Penelope. I'm in London and I'm just brought up the chart of now. And where we're at right now is that we have, let me get my pointer. There you go. Okay. So if we run through the chart quickly, we've got the sun is in Leo at 10 degrees. And then we've got Mercury that's in Cancer for a little while longer, maybe I think another week. I'll have a look at that. We've got the North Node, which is currently going through Gemini. The last time that we have the North Node in Gemini, it was around the time of 9/11. And that's when we had travel restrictions going on also, because we had the situation of Sagittarius South Node. So there was restrictions to do with overseas travel. So astrologers can see repeating themes. And this is what we're looking for in astrology and understanding our own evolution. The other thing that happened at that time in around 9/11 was that Pluto was in opposition to Saturn at that time. So if you brought up a chart of that date, you would see it. If you're an astrologer, it's worth looking at. If you're not, then you might need my help to see that. But it's very interesting how we get repeating themes, and that also the the Pluto-Saturn in Capricorn, the last time that occurred was 1518. So at that time, there was a lot of fighting going on over Europe and a lot of violence to do with the rewriting of the Bible and, you know, a guy called Martin Luther. So very interesting, the history. And then I'm going to jump back to this. So we got the node that I've just explained. That's our path in life. So for the next year and a half, really, we're dealing with local life because of this. And we're moving away from the dogma of spirituality, and we're looking at overseas, what's going on between all countries. There's no separation, but clearly water appears to separate us on this earth. And then, not separate us, but just the way the world is. We've got different countries. We've got Venus in Gemini, which is going to be changing, in the coming week as well. And we've also got, I say that, but I'd have to move the chart forward. Uranus, which is to do with breaking free of limitations. That's in Taurus. The last time this was in Taurus, the Uranus in Taurus, was in the World War. And that's when we had a change of structure of money. So this is a good one to keep an eye on. This is supporting us, actually, the new funding and new ways of funding and how we deal with money and humanity. Really important time. So new social structure of our values and needs. Lilith and the wild woman, the story of the Garden of Eden. There's a lot more on charts I can show you, but that gives you an idea. The wild in us all. It's the anima, the animus, Carl Jung's work. There's no separation. We've all got it in us. Mars is to do with our impulsiveness and to do with what we want and desire. And it's somewhat subjective as well, that, our subjective reality will make us, and also past life imprints, what we desire. And also then we have Chiron, which is the wounded healer. And this is our wound. Currently that's in Aries. We got 3 in Aries there. We got Neptune, that's going to be in Pisces for, quite some time ahead. 20 degrees. It takes 184 years to move around the chart. And this is our spirituality. And Neptune actually rules Pisces. So it's in its own home at the moment. It'll be fascinating to know what happens when Neptune moves into Aries, but that's way, way ahead. Saturn, the Capricorn conjunction up here. Jupiter, truth, and overseas, and dogma and spirituality and religion, and the bigger picture. And Pluto, birth, death, transformation. Saturn, restriction. This is giving you simple terms here, but what we've got planets up here, they're all opposing Mercury at the moment. So this is affecting, Mercury is where we want to be inward and in ourselves, and we want to feel comfortable emotionally. But with all of this going on, there can be a lot of uncomfortability going on. The moon is also in Capricorn at the moment, and the moon takes 2.5 days to move through a sign. So it's already halfway through. And then we have the squares to Mars. So this is going to go on because we've got a retrograde coming up on the 9th of September, and in a month from now, we're going to have Mars go to 28 degrees. Then it's going to go all the way backwards to 15 degrees. So when it does that, it's going to hit Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn. You know, it's going to be a double whammy there, double hit. So we've got to work out where that Mars is in our chart so we protect ourselves and use it in a creative way. Mars is also creativity as well, you know. And maybe you don't know, but anyway, if you're watching my videos, you may know that. And then we've got Mars, this going on with the Sun. So again, you know, we can be a bit afraid with whoops a daisy. No, sorry, Mercury. Thinking, so not the Sun. We've got a trine. That's what I was going to point out. The trine to Chiron here, and a trine up to Neptune. So that's flowing energy, spirituality, and then shining a light on things. And then we've got the full moon, which will happen at 11:45 degrees of Aquarius, and the sun will be opposite at that time. So that's what's going on for the time being. I'll catch you later. If you want a reading, do look at my link below. You can book in to see my booking page. I'll catch you later.